we have a lot of qualities of dunya. So in case if you are teaching this in a classroom for the children, or you can give them an essay, tell them what are the qualities of the dunya mentioned in this munajat. So muhlikatu tullabuha, mutlifatu hullaluha, mahshuwatu bil afat, mashhunatu bin nakibat. All these 4 characteristics are mentioned here. So now, what do we want from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Ilahi, fazahidna fihi. That means don't let us attach to it. Let this dunya be down in our eyes. Because it's dunya, it's low, it's down. So let it be down in our eyes. Let it be zahid. Let the dunya not control us, according to the definition of Imam Zain al-Abidin. So let us control this dunya and let the dunya not control us, and we end up saying, oh my goodness, we have not done anything, and now the time has come, and now we don't have any opportunity to change. Or because the 2 ayat in the Quran, they indicate that when the time of death comes, then there is no delay, no nothing, and the guy says, oh, let me come back to this world, go back, maybe I do good deeds. No, there is no chance. This was the chance you were given, and you did not use it. You did not use the opportunity of being in dunya. وَسَلِّمْنَا مِنْهَا. Why? Because there are afat, there are nakabat, there are deceptions, there are all. Ya Allah, keep us safe. Salim, salamat. Okay, keep us safe from all these the problems which are affected. But am I worth of being saved? No. Am I worth of being protected? No. Bitawfiqika, you give us success. I'm not worth of it, but you are worth of it, because you are worth of providing your mercy to everyone. So that's why through your mercy, give us success. وَعِصْمَتِكَ. If you will not protect us, if you will not give us tawfiq, we will never be able to be zahid in dunya and protected in dunya's deceptions and the calamities and problem. What is jilbab? Obviously it's not jalebi. Okay? Yeah. The loose fitting. Because the Quran focuses on 3 things in women's attire. Number 1, jilbab, loose fitting. Even if they wear shirt or pant, it should be loose fitting, and it should cover the hips area. That's the number. So loose fitting attire, jilbab, and then the second one is khimar, and then the third one is they should not wear anything which is attractive and seductive. So that is general concept taken from these things, like these ayat, that to prevent the attraction, to prevent the like flashy colors, yellow or pink or red or those kind of things which bring, or even sometimes the chadar, the jilbab, they have become flashy. They put a lot of glittery things in it, and so the idea is not to wear black. The idea is not to wear something which attracts other people and pulls their eye. Even as hitting the feet, it is they should not hit the feet in a way that it attracts other people towards their feet. It's different interpretation. We had said this a long time ago in our interpretation of this ayat. So وَانْزَعْ عَنَّا جَلَابِيبَ مُخَالَفَتِكَ. So jilbab is garment or this robe of mukhalafa. So if we have covers, that we have desires and we have urges to go against you, take it away from us. Uproot it. Inza, strip it, uproot, take it away. Khalas. Not remove. Remove has sensation of slow. Strip is like immediate, instantness. Uproot, inza, naza. So Malak al-Maut comes and does the ruh, naza al-ruh. He does naza, uproots. So take it away, because another sensation you can feel from the word naza, I don't want to let it go. Okay? So like kich, like take it away, even if I don't want to let it go. Just you take it away from me. وَتَوَلَّ أُمُورَنَا بِحُسْنِ كِفَايَتِكَ. So take care of our affairs, Ya Allah. You take care. You have the wilayat. Use your wilayat, authority. Tawalla, wilaya. take care, you become the boss, you become the in charge, you have left it on me in this dunya. No, Ya Allah, you are my boss, so be my boss in this world and control me, Ya Allah, rather than my nafs controlling me. See? وَتَوَلَّى أُمُورَنَا بِحُسْنِ كِفَايَتِكَ. So you be sufficient for us. Kifaya is kafi. So you be sufficient for us. Don't let us depend on people of dunya in a way that they drag us toward the wrong direction. بِحُسْنِ كِفَايَتِكَ. So why husn kifaya? Why just not kifaya? Because the kifaya could be completely sufficient or not completely sufficient. It could be sufficient the way I want, it could be sufficient the way God wants. So we want to put everything in the hand of God. We do whatever we can, but we want God to take us. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's kifaya, He becomes sufficient, it is the good sufficient for us and doesn't have any shortcoming and many people they have experienced when they tried their best and when they leave on Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah makes ways out for them. وَأَوْفِرْ مَزِيدَنَا مِنْ سِعَةِ رَحْمَتِكَ. And whatever you have given to us, Mazid is from ziyada, the min sihati rahmatika. Siha is wide, vast. وسعت كل شيء اللهم إني أسألك برحمتك التي وسعت كل شيء. So you have vast mercy, سعة رحمتك. There are several places in the Quran, alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah, it has been mentioned that Allah's mercy is, so the dua kumail, Imam Ali alayhi salatu wasallam mentions that rahmatika allati wasi'at kulla shay. It is mentioned in the Quran. So rahmati wasi'at kulla shay. The thing is that many times we teach people that we have to balance between the hope in the mercy of Allah and the fear from the punishment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But yes, that's right. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala likes us to give a little bit extra weight, wasn't on the mercy, because He teaches us His mercy in the salat. He repeatedly says, I am the Rahman ar-Rahim, makes us say Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And you see the amount of punishment in Surah Al-Fatiha is like maybe two sentences. غَيْرِ الْمَغْضُوبِ, that means Allah's wrath befalls on them, don't keep us from them. وَلَضَّالِّينَ, those deviated words which are in distance with Allah. So even distance with Allah is a big punishment, you see. So these two punishments are mentioned in this Surah Al-Fatiha. So but other than that, 4 times mercy is mentioned in his Bismillah, which is ayat of the Surah Al-Fatiha, and then we have the ayat itself, Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. So here there is a kind of emphasis on the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves to see His servants begging for mercy. And that's one of the beautiful things. Why? Because it shows the modesty, humility in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because I will only beg mercy from someone whom I am in humility in front of. So like Safa and Marwa in Hajj, it is one of the beautiful things which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves, because rich, king, poor, big, small, everyone comes and walks between these two mountains. And it's not even a worship like tawaf. Tawaf is a worship. So you need to be in wudu, you need to be in tahara. At-tawafu kas-salat. Tawaf is like salah. But Safa and Marwa, no, without wudu you can do Safa and Marwa. It's just walk, manifestation of walk. There's no wajib in it, just walk, that's the wajib. There's no, there are few conditions, you see, that you should not totally turn around, but there is nothing like tawaf. Tawaf is like, so the most conditions we have in the amal of Hajj, manasik of Hajj are in tawaf. Other than that, no. But so this is like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, sujood, sajda, the best position for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to see in His servant is sujood. Why? It expresses the humility. So وَأَوْفِرْ مَزِيدَنَا مِنْ سِعَةِ رَحْمَتِكَ. I am not worth of it, Ya Allah, but your wide mercy, your vast mercy can provide us the increase in our blessings. So mazid is from ziyada, wazidni min fadlika ya kareem, as we have in this dua. Wajmil silatana min faydi mawahibika. So our relations, silatul raham. So fayd is like faydan is like overflow. The flood overflows. When you cook milk, it overflows. The tea overflows. Something flows, it's called fayd, father, yafidu. So it is not that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's treasures are going to be depleted or empty. No, Allah's treasures are always flowing, overflowing, not flowing even. There's a lot. So min faydi mawahibika. Mawahib, hiba, gift. So your gifts are always. So I'm not worth of it. But your gifts, you give to everybody. I'm not asking reward, Ya Allah. I'm asking the gifts which are flowing out of your mercy. So make our connections, and this could be connections between us and you, between us and your Prophet, between us and the Ahlul Bayt alayhi salatu wassalam. These are the mawahib. Waghris. Here's a metaphor. Ghars means planting something. When you plant a tree, it's called gharasa shajarata. So ghars is planting. Waghris fi afidatina. Our hearts are like garden. Okay? Afida, fuad, plural, fuad, the heart. So our hearts are like garden. Oh Allah, plant in our hearts the trees of your love. Beautiful metaphor. That means love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are trees, and our heart is ground fertile. In Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq, Imam Zain al-Abidin Salamullah alayh, he mentions that do not let my life or my life a fertile ground where shaitan grazes on it. So he uses these like my life, my heart. So you can plant something good in it, and you can plant something poisonous in it. So Imam is asking, waghris, in our hearts, plant things which are trees of love, your love. Watmim lana anwara ma'rifatika. So Imam says that fulfill for us the lights of your ma'rifat. So the recognition. So here, atmim, tamam. Okay, he did not say put in our heart, because we are communicating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So when you communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is always a kind of ma'rifat there, glimpse. Otherwise shaitan doesn't want us to communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So something which makes me come to you, Ya Allah, let this increase and let it be complete. وَأَتْمِمْ lana, complete, fulfill, complete lana for us. Anwara, lights of your ma'rifat. وَأَذِقْنَا حَلَاوَةَ عَفْوِكَ. Obviously, when we are in trouble, God forbid, sick, this and that, problem, going through challenges, the moment we see a relief, we kind of feel the sweetness of that relief, the beauty of that relief, the gladness which comes. So that sweetness is something which Imam is asking, وَأَذِقْنَا حَلَاوَةَ عَفْوِكَ. Let us taste the sweetness of your pardon. Afu is very important dua. Even in the nights of Qadr, the best dua is Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afiyah. The afiyah means pardon. Pardon from what? Pardon me from sins. Pardon me from bala. Pardon me from punishment. Pardon me from sickness. Pardon me for difficulties. Like keep me away. Afu, keep me away. That's why you say 300 times al-afu, al-afu, al-afu in Salat al-Layl. Ya wali al-afiyah. Oh, the one who has the authority, provides the afiyah. As'aluka al-afiyah. I'm asking you the afiyah. Afiyat ad-dunya wal-akhirah. That pardon in this world from every problems, and pardon in the hereafter. As'aluka al-afiyah. Tamam al-afiyah. Not a little bit afiyah, no, complete afiyah. وَدَوَامَ الْعَافِيَةِ, not a temporary afiyah, continuous afiyah. وَالشُّكْرَ عَلَى الْعَافِيَةِ. Let me be thankful on the afiyah which you give me. عَافِيَةَ الدُّنْيَا وَالْآخِرَةِ. One of the great Maraja scholars, he was asked, he was 90 years old. He was asked, we have not seen you going to the doctor or tabib or medical people. So what is the secret? He said that I've been reciting in my sajda is dua al-afiyah. اللهم إني أسألك العافية وتمام العافية ودوام العافية والشكر على العافية عافية الدنيا والآخرة. I think after he told the secret, he must have died, rahmatullah alayh. Anyhow, he was in his 90s. So therefore, but this afiyah is very important. I know several elderly people, mashallah, they are healthy, and whenever scholars, whenever I spray behind them in sajda, they will have this dua al-afiyah. And there are so many narrations about it. Sunday's dua, you see, you have warghabu, I forgot now, that Sunday's dua we have وارغبوا في لباس العافية وتمامها وشمول السلامة ودوامها. لباس العافية, the garment of afiyah, cover me with afiyah, ya Allah. So afiyah is emphasized a lot, and repeatedly a person says dua al-afiyah. This dua of Rajab is another manifestation of dua of afiyah. Give me all the goods of this world and all the goods of hereafter, and protect me from all the evil of this world and all the evil of hereafter. So this is afiyah, the security from every problems. وَلَذَّةَ مَغْفِرَتِكَ. And when Allah forgives us, when we feel the taste of forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that gives us a sweetness. I'm talking about when people, they forgive you. Like many times we see that some people are disturbed because they offend you, and then finally you send them a message or you call them, I'm not offended, I've forgiven you. They feel like burden relief. They say, you made my day. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you. You made my day. You made my day. So that's the sensation of people forgiving people. How if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives? That sensation is unimaginable. And Allah puts that sensation. If you want to feel that Allah has forgiven you, you will feel it in your heart, that sensation of forgiveness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَقْرِرْ أَعْيُنَنَا يَوْمَ لِقَائِكَ بِرُؤْيَتِكَ. Let our eyes be delighted when we see you, the day we meet you. And obviously, when we see you means when we feel your presence. Because seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is feeling the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in every moment of our lives. Because we have nafs here, we cannot see Allah continuously, and we have to continuously clean our nafs to feel His presence around us, surrounding us. And there are moments of heedless that come to us that we don't feel that God is there even inside our nafs. Intellectually we know God exists, but inside our nafs we become in a different state. So that's what Imam is asking. On the day of judgment, when the nafs is not there, let us be in your presence, feeling your presence, and not be in Jahannam. Because in Jahannam, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will block these people from feeling that taste of the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a punishment to them. وَأَقْرِرْ أَعْيُنَنَا يَوْمَ لِقَائِكَ بِرُؤْيَتِكَ. And Imam Ali alayhi salatu says, I see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala everywhere. Above me, right, left, down, wherever I see Allah. That means he feels the presence of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so many hadith of our Aimma, one of the companion, he asked Imam al-Baqir alayhi salatu wasalam, have you seen God? He said, how can I worship someone I have not seen? He says, Ibn Rasulullah, you have seen God? Yes, I have seen with my heart and not with my eyes. So, and that is more stronger than the seeing of the eyes, because eyes, they deceive us. The blind people, you see, the blind people, they also can feel the presence of God. So this feeling the presence of God from the heart is open to everybody, to the blind and to the sightful person. وَأَخْرِجْ حُبَّ الدُّنْيَا مِنْ قُلُوبِنَا. Take out the love of this world from our hearts. How? The way you did. كَمَا فَعَلْتَ بِالصَّالِحِينَ. From the righteous ones. مِنْ صَفْوَتِكَ. Safwa is chosen. Like you guys say Safi Salam or something like that. like pure, sincere salam, pure du'as, pure du'as for you, for security, for salamat. So Safi is like Safwa, chosen one, the purest ones. So the one which you chose, Mustafa sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Salamu alayka ya waritha Adama safwatillah, the chosen one of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The way you chose those ones, and the way you took the love of dunya from their hearts, the way you took blessed them, bless me the way you blessed them. Wal abrara min khassatika. And this Abrar is a title given to Ahlul Bayt alayhimu salatu wasalam in Surah Al-Insan. Inna al-abrara yashrabuna. Surah Al-Insan was Hal ata ala al-insani, was descended on Ahlul Bayt alayhimu salatu wasalam, according to the Sunni and Shia narrations. So therefore, this title is a unique title in the school of Ahlul Bayt. Wal abrara min khassatika. Your purest one, there are abrar in it. So Allah's khassa is many, but among those khassa there are the ones which are totally devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Barran biwalidayhi. Yahya alayhi salatu wasalam is praised in the Quran. He is totally devoted to his parents. Birrul walidain, birr. So these are abrar. They are totally devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in their piety. Ya arhamar rahimin wa ya akramal akramin. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. So in these remaining 10 minutes, I will just start the next munajat, which is I think it's munajat of those people who, let me take out the munajat. Yeah, muftaqirin, those people who are faqir, poor. So in the beginning, Imam alayhi salatu wasalam starts with like the presenting the problem. Ilahi, kasri la yajburhu illa lutfuka wa hananuk. We mentioned yesterday, kasr is break, and people, they break down. People, break is a metaphor for any kind of problems a person faces. No one can mend that fracture, that break, except not you, no, your mercy, your gentle, because you can present your wrath also. You can increase the break if you want to punish somebody. So break over break, like there are many times people, they call me, they say, Sheikh, I mean, I get problems, and instead of getting out of problem, the problem comes worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. So I tell them that there might be something you need to do. Istighfar, number one. The first thing a person says problem, it may be a sin, it may be a test of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, may not necessarily be a sin. Like Imam Hussein alayhi salatu wasalam was not a sinner, but difficulty after difficulty. Zainab alayhi salatu wasalam was not a sinner. So it could be a trial from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or it could be a cleansing of sins from a mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So for that, if a person cleans his sins by istighfar, that reduces these kind of calamities. Because in dua bi Hamza Thumali, how do we start the dua? Ilahi, la tu'addibni bi'uqubatik. Do not make me polite, be nice through your punishment. You see? So let me have the inspiration to seek forgiveness and like out of your mercy, fix me, but not by punishment. Because there are times they say, Lato ke bhut baaton se nahi mante. So sometimes human becomes like that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has to give him a few lato, so then he becomes polite and nice. But no, he says, Ya Allah, don't use that method for me. La tu'addibni bi'uqubatik. So what is the other method? Inspiration in the heart. That comes out of tazkiyah of nafs. So you feel in your heart, this is wrong, this is not right, and you start changing yourself towards better person, good person. So illa lutfuka wa hananuk, your gentleness can fix my mend, and your care and your passion and your love. Wa faqri, munajat al-muftaqirin, here's the word of faqr. Wa faqri la yughnihi illa atfuka wa ihsanuk. So faqr is poverty, desperateness. Yughni ghina, rich. So this poverty cannot be removed except with your turning back to me, wa ihsanuk, and your benevolence, your favor. Now, this munajat is number 11. I'm just jumping back and forth because of the time. I'm trying to choose the shorter ones and go on, because I don't think so I'll be able to complete by tomorrow all the 5 munajat. So they were saying that, yeah, that's good, so next time you come back. No, next time others can continue it. No, inshallah you will be here. Inshallah. The shaykhat will be here and the new shaykhat will be there also. We pray the salamat in afiyah for all of you and all of us, that may Allah make our lives longer in afiyah and in His worship and His pleasure, not in the... So Imam Zain al-Abidin salamullah alayhi in Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq says that if my heart becomes fertile ground for, or my life for grazing of the shaitan, then take me away. I don't want to live this life. وَفَقْرِي لَا يُغْنِيهِ إِلَّا عَطْفُكَ وَإِحْسَانك. Atf is like turning around, okay? Like conjunction, harf al-atf in Arabic language, because you are studying Arabic language also, says wow is conjunction. So that the post conjunction goes back to turns back to the pre-conjunction. Atf, turning back. So if you turn back to me, because what happens when we do sin? God turns away from us. So tawbah, God comes back to us. Aba, return with His mercy. Okay? God distances His mercy away from us. Then God brings His mercy back. So atf, let it make a U-turn. Okay? In driving classes, if you are learning in Arab countries, it's i'taf ala al-yamin, turn on your right. I'taf ala al-shimal, turn on your left. So let your mercy you turn on me, Ya Allah. Illa atfuka wa ihsanuk wa rawati la yuskinuha yusakkinuha illa amanuk. Rawa is somebody who fears, gets like somebody scary, like somebody scares you, somebody's behind the door and you come out and he pops on your face and makes a scream or something, he scares the hell out of you. So rawa'ahu, he made him fright, okay? So like scare the hell out of something like that. Rawati, so I have this rawa, I have this fear that what will happen to me on the day of judgment, how will my position will be, how and how and how. So that does not become calm except you providing me security, your security, aman. وَذِلَّتِي لَا يُعِزُّهَا إِلَّا سُلْطَانَكَ. My humility, no one can bring that might, that izzat to it except your sultan, your power, your control. Through your power, through your control, only my humility can go away. Otherwise I will always be humiliated. And subhanallah, there are people, once they become humiliated because they disobey Allah, you will see automatically the evil people surround him and they start mocking him and do a lot of bad things. But if somebody seeks Allah's security and being under Allah's control, Allah's power, Allah keeps those evil people away from this person. And I've seen in my life that there are when there are times of shortcome, I say somebody whom I know like 10 years before was like having animosity against me pops up again in my life. I say, what is this? Allah, you got rid of me long time ago. Then I realized, oh, I did some shortcoming. So I ask Allah, Allah, forgive me and protect me from these evil ones. So sometimes you see, they humiliate you. And when they humiliate you, nothing can fix that humiliation except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there, even in Dua Makarim al-Akhlaq, there's this beautiful statement. I tell people whenever they have problems, people, they make mistake and they say things and they create problems between them and their parents, them and their wives, husband. So then nothing's solvable. The mato chadi jai se, the wife is upset and she wants divorce, or the husband is upset, he leaves her, or the father is upset. There is nothing fixing, and they call me, Sheikh, how can we solve this? You cannot solve it. Only Allah can solve it. You just do the best of akhlaq and let Allah, and recite this sentence, وَاسْتَصْلَحْ بِقُدْرَتِكَ مَا فَسَدَ مِنِّي. Oh Allah, whatever got messed up from me, you have the power to fix it. وَاسْتَصْلَحْ, islah, sulh. Okay? You can fix, Ya Allah. بِقُدْرَتِكَ. You have مَا فَسَدَ مِنِّي. Whatever fasad happened from me, you only can fix it. It's a beautiful statement. So I tell them, repeat. And then after 1 day, 2 days, they call me, they keep repeating as a tasbih. And they say, oh Shaykh, thank you so much, it helped me. I said, how will it not help? It's Imam Zainul Abidin Salamullah alayh. His words, his dua, if he recites sincerely, how will it not help? وَذُلَّتِي لَا يُعِزُّهَا إِلَّا سُلْطَانُكَ. I think I just did some problem here. Yes, I got it. I went on wrong page. I said this is not that munajat. Okay. وَأُمْنِيَتِي لَا يُبَلِّغْنِيهَا إِلَّا فَضْلُكَ. I have wishes. My wishes cannot be fulfilled. My hopes cannot reach to it goals. They cannot take me without your bounty, without your favor. إِلَّا فَضْلُكَ. وَخَلَّتِي La yasudduha illa tawluk. Khalla is like, remember khulu, emptiness. So I have emptiness, I have gap. I feel I need something, I need something. Ya Allah, why do I feel that I have emptiness? This emptiness cannot be patched, said, fixed. Illa tawluka, except your graciousness, except your tolerance. You see, I know I don't deserve it, but your tolerance, your mercy, your openness of your favors, that only can fill my emptiness. وَخَلَّتِي لَا يَسُدُّهَا إِلَّا طَوْلُكَ. Sadd is like barrier. Okay? So when there's emptiness, you fill something, it becomes filled. Like when there's flood coming, they put this sadd, dam, to stop the water. Okay, so the sadd is something which covers something. It covers the water from flowing and flooding. It covers the pot, sadd, sidad. So my heart's emptiness, or my emptiness, cannot be filled except with your graciousness. وَحَاجَتِي لَا يَقْضِيهَا غَيْرُكَ. Same word we mentioned. مَنْ لِي غَيْرُكَ أَسْأَلْهُ كَشْفَ ضُرِّي. My hajat can never be accomplished, can never be fulfilled other than you, by someone other than you. وَكَرْبِي Karbala لَا يُفَرِّجُهَا فَرِّجْ عَنْ كَرْبِي سِوَى رَحْمَتِكَ. So if there is my calamity, my difficulty, my distress, my problem, no one can relieve me from it except your mercy, because I am not worth of it, Ya Allah. وَضُرِّي أَمَّنْ يُجِيبُ الْمُضْطَرَّ إِذَا دَعَاهُ وَيَكْشِفُ السُّوءَ. وَضُرِّي, that difficulty and hardship. As I mentioned, these are all synonyms. These are all similar words. There are micro variances in these words, but here we just use the metaphorical meaning, which is difficulty, hardship, problems. لَا يَكْشِفُهُ. No one can relieve me from it, and no one can remove this difficulty and hardship from me. Kashf, taking away. غَيْرُ رَأْفَتِكَ, other than your clemency, your passion. So kashf is like when you uncover something, it's kashf. So it's like a metaphor that this calamity has covered me. No one can take it away, remove it, except your thing. And last line for today, وَغُلَّتِي لَا يُبَرِّدُهَا. Ghulla is burning. Again, these are all different ways to express the trouble a person goes, the emptiness, the problem, the tightness, and now here the burning. The burning is not like his heart is burning. If open surgery happens, the fire will come out of the heart. No, it's like the burning sensation of difficulty, that the becheni, you see, we say restlessness in the heart cannot be cooled down except by connecting with you. Illa wasluka. Yes, and he continues. So we will stop until here, and we will continue tomorrow. It will be our final session, inshallah, with this. You must have heard about World Federation's Hausa, okay? It's a World